In this module, I will discuss the aspect of excellence being the key ingredient of a personal brand. When we think of the word excellent, we think of being exceptional. We think of being above the rest, not being average, not being the norm. So when I say excellence in relation to your personal brand, it's critical that the excellence approach is always taken into account because of the fact that you are always representing yourself. So why not represent yourself in the best possible way? So when I think of it, it doesn't matter how small you may consider your brand to be. So I think a lot of times the mistake that people make is comparison. So number one, do not compare your brand to the next brand in the sense of where it's at and where you think it fares in comparison to your own. What I ultimately mean is it's okay to look up to other brands. It's okay to aspire to be a better brand, but why not compete against yourself and focus on the excellence right in the state and stage that you are at this present time? Think big, but start small. Everyone has to start somewhere. Many times we put too much pressure on ourselves because we think we want to be where we see someone else or potentially something else as far as what has looked to be a level of success or evolution. It is so critical, I repeat, it is so critical to be the best of who you are as a personal brand. I always go back to the story that I actually wrote in the book where Bishop T.D. Jakes talked about his father. And the title of that segment, I called it A Bucket and a Mop. What I love about him telling the story about his dad, what I've heard over the years, is how his father took so much pride in his work. So the lesson learned, regardless of what you do in life, you can be the best at it. In this example, his father actually was a janitor, I believe, at a school. But because he took so much care and he had such a spirit of excellence and an approach of excellence, that every time he would clean and every time he would mop, even the terminology that has been used is just like Leonardo da Vinci would painted the just like Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa. That is how this senior Jakes mopped the floor with so much pride, with so much care, and so much excellence. The point being, regardless of what you are doing, stop comparing yourself, number one. Number two, know that whatever you're doing is valuable when you do it in excellence. If you're called to be a security guard, if your purpose in life is to paint, if your purpose in life is to speak and write, the key is being excellent and taking the excellence approach. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters the most is your approach and your mindset towards what you are doing. So, as I conclude this segment, I would just encourage you to continue to, once again, approach your brand in excellence. Number two, define what excellence means in your sphere of the world. So whatever that looks like, that's what you want to strive to be the best at it. Of course, there are always going to be markers of who's done some things that you aspire to do. And that's okay. It's okay to have people that we look up to as mentors, but it's also imperative that we strive to develop what is on the inside of us and even what's on the outside of us, right? Because our personal brand represents who we are and how we are communicating ourselves to the world. So be the best part, or become, should I say, the best version of who you are by starting where you are. And then from there, continuing to build and grow. And over time, you will see growth. You will honestly see the fact that you have now walked in your purpose. And as you walk in purpose, once again, your brand will also connect to that. And that will bring you the greatest level of fulfillment and the highest level of joy in your field or profession. Whether you are a career professional, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a spiritual leader or a politician, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are only competing with becoming the best version of who you are intended to be. So yes, we do want to walk in excellence. And yes, it's critical to have this ingredient when representing your personal brand.